The city of Nagpur is the first city to explore alternative biofuels for transport. These include bio-CNG buses.
Okay.
His innovative idea of India's first of its kind CNG-run tractor has proved to be farmer-friendly, cost-effective, and helping in reducing.
Honorable Minister, will join us. Request everyone to please be seated.
Providing additional income to farmers and the agricultural sector.
हटाना
Bijapur section of NH52 in 21 hours. A 50% growth in the length of the national highways in the last 7 years of the India government is a monumental achievement. The figures went up from 91,287 kilometers to 1,37,625 kilometers. Going
लाइव कर दें एंटर स्टूडियो
The Honorable Minister is here. I request all the guests to kindly be seated.
Excuse me.
May I request Chairman NCRDELHI to present and welcome Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, Honorable Minister, with a bouquet of flowers. May I now request Managing Director, Toyota Tusho India Private Limited, Mr. Hiroshi Yanagisawa, to welcome the guest of honor, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary Embassy of Japan, His Excellency Mr. Satoshi Suzuki. Honorable Minister and His Excellency, a very warm welcome and thanks for taking out time and joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, now if we settle down, we can start with the proceedings. May I request all friends from media to kindly take their comfortable positions wherever they are comfortable, and we can start with the proceedings. So once again, a very warm good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. It feels good to be meeting physically after a long spell of COVID, and that reminds us we should continue with our safety protocols. We are very happy and elated that our inauguration of MS NCRDELHI's first recycling and scrapping center has been graced by none other than the Honorable Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Shri Nitin Gadkari himself. Thank you, Minister, sir, for joining. Mr. Nitin Gadkari, you know, ladies and gentlemen, he's a man of visionary dreams, futuristic vision, quick execution, and communication. So we like you for these states, and we wish to follow your paths that you have recommended for us. We are also very happy that Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary Embassy of Japan, His Excellency Mr. Satoshi Suzuki, has joined us today. Sir, you are leading from the front in furthering ties between India and Japan on all fronts, whether it's economic, whether it's cultural, whether it's environment, whether it's on the technology front. Thank you, sir, for gracing the occasion today. And now may I request Chairman MSTI and Managing Director and CEO Maruti Suzuki, Mr. Kenichi Ayukawa, to welcome the guest with his opening address, please. Mr. Kenichi Ayukawa.
Honorable Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Shri Nitin Gadkari, His Excellency Ambassador of Japan, Mr. Satoshi Suzuki, Managing Director, Toyota Tsusho India, Mr. Hiroshi Yanagisawa, Managing Director, MSDI, Mr. Masaru Akaishi, Senior Government Official from Delhi and Noida, Members of the Media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar. It is a matter of great pride and delight for me to welcome you all to this inauguration. This facility is our first government-approved end-of-life vehicle scrapping and recycling unit in India. I am grateful to Honorable Minister Sir for giving his valuable time to us today. Honorable Minister has always been a mentor and guide for the automobile industry. We are always impressed by your visionary ideas, dynamic leadership, and pace of execution, sir. The National Automobile Scrappage Policy was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi early this year. This policy is a big and commendable step to achieve the national object of clean air and safe roads. The automobile industry is fully committed towards the program. Till now, we were adding vehicles to the market, and there was no good and clean system of removing unfit vehicles from the road. The government has laid down detailed rules how the scrapping and recycling should be carried out so that it does not affect the environment. Thanks to the encouragement from government and all stakeholders coming together, as MSDI, we have put up a scientific, green, and environment-friendly vehicle scrapping and recycling unit. In our process, we have taken you here that EUS, oil pollutants, gaseous pollutants, risky parts like airbag, etc. All these are recycled in a very safe and green manner. Even while all practices are of global standard, for the equipment used in the plant is made in India in true Atma Nirbhar Bharat spirit. Minister Sir, in addition to scrappage policy, we need a fitness policy also. Let me explain. When we make cars in our factory, we design and manufacture them for highest level of safety and environment friendliness and robust testing methodology. However, when cars are on the road, they undergo all kinds of use and abuse and are exposed to all types of environment. It is important to keep checking regularly, for example, that the brake, the light, the horn, the emission, and exhaust system are all working properly. If we do not check regularly, it is putting in danger the life of the people both in the car and outside the car. As you have often mentioned, it is important to regularly check the roadworthiness and environment friendliness of these vehicles so that we are sure that the car is safe for use on the road. For this, it may not be recommended to wait for 15 years. Like in all other major automobile markets, we need a detailed policy that requires the vehicle to be inspected and certified to be the roadworthy every 3 or 4 years or scientific-based frequency. I hope that my suggestion for a fitness policy will meet your kind consideration. Ladies and gentlemen, as an industry leader, Maruti Suzuki partnered with experts in automobile scrapping and recycling, Toyota Tsusho Group. Toyota Tsusho Group has decades of global experience and follows best international practice and global quality standards. Our partnership with the Toyota Tsusho Group will ensure an environmentally green and scientific process of vehicle scrapping and recycling. This will be our contribution toward making the environment safe. Honorable Minister, let me assure you that this MSDI facility at Noida is just the beginning. We are fully aligned to your vision to lead India towards safe, environment-friendly scrapping and recycling of end-of-life vehicles. Together with our partner, we are committed to set up similar modern ELV scrapping and recycling center across India. We will continue to seek your guidance and support from your ministry in our future endeavors. Sir, thank you for joining and giving us your valuable time. Honorable Ambassador, you have always encouraged us to promote economic relations between India and Japan and use technology for the well-being of society. The diplomatic relationship between India and Japan will complete 70 years shortly. Projects like MSDI will help to cement the relationship between India and Japan. Ambassador, we thank you for gracing the occasion with your presence. And I would like also to convey my special thanks to the government of the Delhi and Noida and all officials who guided us and helped us in making this project successful. I thank you, all ladies and gentlemen, for joining and giving us your valuable time. Namaskar.
Thank you, Ayukawa-san, for welcoming our guests and for encapsulating your thoughts on the scrappage in the overall automotive and environment ecosystem of India. Now may I request our guest of honor, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary, Embassy of Japan, His Excellency Mr. Satoshi Suzuki, to deliver his kind remarks. Thank you, sir.
Sri Nitin Gadkari, Honorable Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Mr. Kenichi Ayukawa, Managing Director, Maruti Suzuki India, Mr. Hiroshi Yanagisawa, Managing Director, Toyota Tsusho India, Mr. Masaru Akaishi, Managing Director, Maruti Suzuki Toyotsu India, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, namaskar and good morning. It's my great pleasure to attend the opening ceremony of the vehicle dismantling and recycling plant established by Maruti Suzuki Toyotsu India. I'd like to offer my heartfelt congratulations to all of you on this auspicious occasion. First of all, let me express my sincere appreciation to Honorable Minister Gadukari for squeezing time out of your busy schedule and spending time with us today. I also would like to express my gratitude to all members of Maruti Suzuki Toyotsu India for organizing this event. Last month, Mr. Kishida was elected as the new Prime Minister of Japan and has formed his cabinet. Only 4 days after taking the helm, Prime Minister Kishida spoke with Prime Minister Modi over telephone to reaffirm our cooperation in various areas. This demonstrates that our new leaders, like his predecessors, continue to attach the utmost importance to our bilateral relationship with India. One of the biggest pillars of cooperation between our two countries has been the auto industry. Inauguration of this state-of-the-art facility would add to the growing tally of our continuing existing cooperation. This plant is the tangible fruit of strong political leadership of Honorable Minister Gadukari, who has persistently promoted the introduction of scrappage policy. Maruti Suzuki, the largest company in the industry, and Toyota Tsusho, which has a rich experience of scrapping end-of-life vehicles, have joined hands to answer this call. I sincerely hope that this plant, which the ministry has officially approved, will grow to become India's leading scrappage plant, making full use of Japanese technology and experience. As Honorable Minister has repeatedly stated, the promotion of scrappage has multi policy implications, including reducing air pollution, improving vehicle safety, conserving energy consumption, creating demand for new vehicles, and promoting the recycling industry. I look forward to the smooth implementation of this scrappage policy, and we remain committed to continue contributing to the realization of environmentally friendly India. The importance of business industry, which refers to industries that turn solid industrial waste into reusable resources, is often overlooked. As COP26 has closed just 2 weeks back, the global momentum for decarbonization is now growing, unlike ever before. Prime Minister Modi stated that India will achieve net zero by 2070. The government has also ratified the Kigali Amendment recently to reduce hydrofluorocarbons. So we must realize that the proper scrapping of old vehicles would contribute to these goals. Developing a sustainable recycling industry is absolutely necessary to achieve a net zero economy while sustaining economic growth. India's demand for automobiles will undoubtedly grow in the future. The change will happen through a change in scale, as well as through a fundamental paradigm shift in technology, such as the shift to economic electric vehicles. Therefore, Investment in technology is also needed in business industries to achieve a circular economy, moving away from the current mass production and mass disposal model, as Prime Minister Modi pointed out in his statement at the COP26. I believe the inauguration of this plant is a big step forward for India to achieve this. Next year, 2022, marks the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between our two countries. The relationship between Japan and India is one of a kind. In the coming year, we can make further progress in all areas of cooperation under our special strategic and global partnership. Both countries will continue to work together to develop and implement projects and programs to fulfill our common commitment towards this special partnership. So I'd like to conclude my remarks by offering my best wishes for the great success of this enterprise. Thank you very much.
Thank you, His Excellency. I think first, thanks a lot for the message from Honorable Prime Minister of Japan. I also have to thank you for beautifully conceptualizing and bringing about a convergence between the global arena today, as far as COP26 is concerned, between the vision of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and the thoughts of our own minister. I think, and the technology of Japan itself, the belief system of Japan. I think that's a very well articulated benefit of the scrappage industry and how it benefits all of us, multiple facets of the economy and ecology. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have been waiting for the Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji. May I now request the Honorable Minister to kindly guide us with his thoughts. Honorable Minister Shri Nitin Gadkari. Thank you, sir. Kindly.
His Excellency Mr. Satoshi Suzuki, Ambassador of Japan, Mr. Kenichi Yuga, MD and CEO of Maruti Suzuki, Mr. Hiroshi Yonsiwa, MD Toyota Tsusho India, Mr. Masaru Akeshi, MD MSTI, Mr. Rahul Bharti, PD Corporate Affairs, all respectable dignitaries, dear friends, and my friends from media. It is really a great pleasure for me that today I got the opportunity to see the actual functioning of scrapping unit. Actually, Indian automobile sector is very important sector in India. This sector is giving maximum employment potential, and this sector is giving maximum revenue to the state and central government. Today, all prestigious brands in the whole world, they are all present in India. And because of this scrapping policy, first of all, ecology and environment is very, very important, because the old vehicles creating a lot of pollution, and we are all facing the problem because of health problem, because of the air pollution. Particularly in Delhi, pollution is a big problem for all the society. And this is exactly one of the important solutions where we can reduce the pollution. But at the same time, for the economy also it is equally important. And I am confident that by this scrapping policy, our automobile industry will be more competitive in international market. Because of scrapping, we will get all the raw materials, aluminum, copper, steel, plastic, rubber, everything with a lower cost, by which we can reduce the production cost and we will be more competitive in international market. Presently, our turnover of our automobile sector is 7.5 lakh crores. Out of this, 3 lakh crore export is there. As a transport minister, related with the automobile, my aim is to make Indian industry with a volume of 15 lakh crore within 5 years. And for that reason, we are encouraging ethanol flex engines. Then we are encouraging electric, CNG, LNG, and green hydrogen fuel. And I am really happy that a lot of people in India are also doing excellent research. Particularly in the battery chemistry, we have a lot of new invention and research for sodium ion, zinc ion, aluminum ion, by which 100% of time will be more competitive. As far as green hydrogen is concerned, everywhere there is a good atmosphere, and government has already established a vision for that and supporting the industry for starting the manufacturing of green hydrogen in India. 100% the pollution and economy, both are important chapters for the country. But what my feeling is, our commitment of Honorable Prime Minister at COP26, that net zero emission by 2070 is very, very important. This is a very, very historical statement from Honorable Prime Minister. At the same time, in our ministry, we have taken a decision that was a historical decision. That historic jump from BS4 to BS6 emission norms. And really, I am very much happy. And I am giving my special thanks to the MD of Maruti Suzuki and our automobile sector for giving cooperation to make BS6 emission norms successful. I am 100% confident that this scrappage policy is also going to be useful for making, as per the pollution problem which we are facing. I am confident that this is one of the solutions for that. Today, our economy is the fastest growing economy. We are giving a lot of benefit, particularly the automobile manufacturer, and at the same time, we are giving support to the consumers also for scrapping their vehicles which are old. A 15 years old vehicle that creating pollution, one vehicle equal to new modern vehicle, 15 vehicle pollution. So exactly I feel that this is very important for the country now, that for an ecology and environment is concerned, 100% this is very important for the country. One of the important things for the automobile sector is this scrapping policy is going to boost in automobile sales. We are expecting that there will be 10 to 12% more sale because of scrapping policy, and that is a win-win situation for all the stakeholders. This scrapping is going to create more jobs, at least 2 lakh jobs directly and indirectly. We are expecting, and at the same time, the availability of low-cost raw material like steel, copper, aluminum, rubber, plastic, 100% is going to reduce the production cost. The reduced import cost and so vehicle manufacturing cost also. Presently in Indian scenario, we are importing aluminum, copper, many things from abroad. And because of this scrapping policy now, is all material will be available. And at the same time, there is a potential to reduce the raw material cost by 23%. Generate incremental GST revenue on vehicle sales, approximately 30,000 rupees to 40,000, 30,000 crore to 40,000 crore. That is also benefit to the government. The fresh investment worth over 10,000 crore in automotive fitness centers and scrapping centers we are expecting. Now our idea is we should have at least 3 to 4 scrapping centers in every district. Some of the districts which are already developed, there will be 4, and the backward, economically backward district, at least the 2 centers, they can create new employment in that area. I feel that this is a win-win situation for all the stakeholders. It isn't going to solve the global shortage of semiconductor chip shortage. Presently, the industry is facing a crucial problem because of shortage of semiconductor. And the semiconductor chip is equally very, very important. Today, I feel that this scrappage policy and the scrap manufacturing unit going to resolve a lot of problems which the industry is facing. An important link to creating a circular economy that is waste to wealth for India is very important. I am always telling to the people that two important philosophy. One is waste to wealth. No one is waste. It is dependent upon the technology and the vision of the leadership that you can convert waste into wealth. And the other important philosophy is the knowledge as a power and conversion of knowledge into wealth. The innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill, and successful practices. We name it as a knowledge and conversion of knowledge into wealth. I'm really happy that this scrapping policy and starting of this rate is 100% a very, very important and historical era in the history of automobile industry. Probably this is the second unit which is started, and I'm confident in due course of time within 2 years, 100%, 200, 300 units will be there. And there are good response from the people, the stakeholders. Our Prime Minister is always insisting on Atmanirbhar Bharat. We need to increase more export and we need to reduce more imports. At the same time, ecology and environment point of view, presently our import of fossil fuel is 8 lakh crores. And after 5 years, it will go up to 25 lakh crores. So idea is where we are working constantly on diversification of agriculture towards energy and power sector. And where we need cooperation from the automobile industry, particularly for the flex engine. Where because of flex engine, already it is established in USA, Brazil and Canada, where they are using 100% petrol or 100% ethanol. The bioethanol is a source from sugarcane juice and molasses. And now government is giving permission to make bioethanol from rice, corn and food grains. So it can be a great future for our agriculture and rural and tribal and backward area of the country. There is a great opportunity for that. So because of flex engine technology, our government has taken decision to open ethanol pumps, just like petrol and diesel pump. So it is really a win-win situation for everybody. We have to protect ecology and environment. We have to reduce the air pollution. And at the same time, we have to strengthen our economy to make the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister to make India Atmanirbhar Bharat. Today, I am really happy that today it is the starting of new era in the history of automobile industry. I am giving my special thanks to Maruti Suzuki and Noida because they have taken the initiative and 100%. This is very important. I am also confident that in case of e-vehicle, in case of hydrogen vehicle, green hydrogen vehicle, in case of CNG, LNG, everywhere, the response of automobile industry is very good. Government is with you. Again, I will request you, in this scrapping unit also, if you feel any problem, any change in the policy, where it can be more easy for you to implement the this all the policy, whenever whatever the suggestion you have, please give it to me. 100% positively will be supporting. Government is 100% supporting you. We will encourage automobile scrapping units in the country, and 100% as per the commitment from Honorable Prime Minister for ecology and environment regarding the air pollution problem. 100% this is equally important. At the same time, the economy here it is also equally important. I am really happy that this is a good start. And today, first time I got the opportunity to see the scrapping. Up till now only I was in policy making, but that was on the paper. The first time you give me the opportunity to see the unit, that is also a good opportunity for me to learn how the process is going on. I'm really happy that one of the things is very, very important, that you are using 95% of the material, recycling the material. And the other important part which I am giving special thanks to, that 90% of the machinery is from the Indian manufacturer. 100%. So 100% machinery is from the Indian manufacturer. That is really a great thing as far as our mission of Atmanirbhar Bharat. I am giving my thanks to all stakeholders and particularly the management of Maruti Suzuki, or 100% they will get good success. I am wishing them good success for this project. It's a start, and I am confident after that they will open hundreds of units, because the raw material which they will get 33% with the reduced cost, that can be a great step for the manufacturing industry. Get material easily available with the low cost. I'm giving my all best wishes to all stakeholders. Once again, I'm giving my special thanks to our Honorable Ambassador from Japan, Mr. Suzuki. At the same time, I'm giving my all wishes to Honorable Prime Minister, new Prime Minister of Japan. And India has got an opportunity in many sectors. Japan is our good friend. We have a lot of collaboration as far as the technology is concerned. And I will request you, Honorable Ambassador, regarding green hydrogen also. I feel that your cooperation and your technology is very, very important. We will cooperate you, we will make joint ventures, and we will encourage you for the technology. Our relationship is really a very, very good friendship, and it is really a win-win for both the countries. I am giving my special best wishes to Honorable Prime Minister of Japan, and giving my special wishes to all the stakeholders here who are present. And at the same time, I will request the media people to take this message with the details, because there is a lot of confusion in the mind of the people about the manufacturing, scrapping, what is the use. There are a lot of things out there. So you can take the information and give it to a special program. Make it education of the people, by which they can understand the importance of this policy. My all best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Honorable Minister, we are encouraged, we are elated, we are inspired. So many thoughts, all so valuable. First, of course, we are very happy that you give so much importance to the auto sector because of the employment and the revenues and the exports that we create. And we are also very happy that you've given us a target of growth of doubling within the next 5 years, from 7.5 lakh crores to 15 lakh crores. We are also thankful to you for listing out all the options, all the technologies that go for decarbonization, for achieving net zero. As you rightly mentioned, electrification, ethanol, flex fuel, CNG, LNG, HCNG, and of course green hydrogen. And we are sure you will keep coming back to you with all these technology and their details. So we are extremely thankful to you, and of course the message on ecology and environment and economy together. Now may I request our MD Maruti Suzuki Kenichi Ayukawa-san to felicitate the Honorable Minister with a shawl. May I now request Managing Director, Toyota Tsusho India Private Limited, Mr. Hiroshi Yanagisawa, to felicitate His Excellency Satoshi Suzuki-san with a shawl. Now, ladies and gentlemen, may I request the Managing Director of MSTI, Mr. Kaishi-san, to kindly deliver his concluding remarks and vote of thanks to all our guests.
आज हमारी कंपनी में आने के लिए धन्यवाद। First of all, we really appreciate that Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has started to implement National Automotive Scrappage Policy. We believe that this policy will make India to become top runner of automotive recycling. Toyota Tsusho has started to do end-of-life vehicle recycling in environmentally friendly way in 1970s. And in these 50 years, we have expanded this environmentally friendly e-waste dismantling and recycling in major countries. In India, we will combine our experience from Japan and made in India good quality equipment and India mature capable labor. It means that we will do not just same as Japan. Japan has long time experience of end-of-life vehicle recycling, but limited manpower and limited land. On the other hand, e-waste recycling is new for India, but India has rich, mature, capable manpower. Therefore, at MSTI, we will combine the advantage of both of the countries. We will set up best practice of end-of-life vehicle recycling in India through our experience in Japan and other countries. One more area we would like to mention is environment. If the e-waste will be dismantled in non-scientific way, it will cause a pollution risk. We, MSTI, provide 100% environmental friendly e-waste dismantling and recycling with respect of all of the government requirements. We are glad to contribute to Indian society through our activities. Thank you for joining for this inauguration today, and especially thanks to Honorable Minister Mr. Gadgari for his time with us today. Thank you, His Excellency Ambassador Mr. Satoshi Suzuki, for your time. Thank you for senior members from Noida and Delhi government who have supported us in our journey. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskar.
Thank you, Kash. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the close of the formal program. Two small announcements before we close. One, media friends, before leaving, we kindly collect your lunch packets. That was the safest way of anti-COVID that we could think of welcoming our friends. So we have packed them each separately. And secondly, before Minister leaves, on your behalf, I requested him if he could spend some time answering some questions, a very small window of time, some of your questions that the Minister could answer from your questions he could answer. So we could start. Maybe kindly identify yourself and.
From India TV. Would like to ask just one small question. We already have two very old travel markets in Delhi, and now we are starting with very stores like this to scrap and recycle the stuff. Are you going to have these guys also who are already doing this stuff but in bad manners? Actually, total इस यूनिट की कैपेसिटी 24,000 लेकर की है, इसमें इकोनॉमी भी है। दूसरी बात ऐसे कि इसका 95% मटेरियल रिसाइकलिंग होता है और इसलिए इसकी जो पॉलिसी बनाई है अप्रूव्ड सेंटर्स के लिए, उसमें ये भी चिंता की गई है कि एयर पोल्यूशन ना हो और मैक्सिमम उसका यूटिलाइजेशन। तो ये जो ऑथेंटिक स्क्रैपिंग सेंटर्स हैं वो स्थापन होने में विन-विन सिचुएशन में सबका फायदा है। अब इसकी इन्वेस्टमेंट ज्यादा नहीं है, 45 करोड़ रुपीस कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट है। मेरा सुझाव है कि इसी धरती पर हमारे एमएसएमई में आ सकता है। तो मैं आज मुझे खुशी हुई कि यहाँ जो मशीनरी यूज की गई है वो 100% इंडियन है। इसके पहले जापान, जर्मनी और बेल्जियम में ही ये मशीनरी मिलती थी जिसकी कीमत ज्यादा थी। ये इंडिया में ये मशीन भी अवेलेबल है और रॉ मटेरियल भी अवेलेबल है। दूसरी ओर मैंने ये निर्णय किया है जब मैं शिपिंग मंत्री था कि कांडला और टुटीकोरिन, जेएनपीटी, बड़े-बड़े पोर्ट्स जो जैत में उनकी हमने ड्राफ्ट बढ़ाया है, 18 मीटर तक लेके गए। 18 मीटर पर ले जाने का कारण ये है कि हम लोग बाहर से, वर्ल्ड में से अभी हम लोग कॉपर इंपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, एल्यूमिनियम इंपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, हमारे स्टील में भी शॉर्टेज है, प्राइस रेट पड़े हुए हैं और प्लास्टिक और रबर भी अनेक बार हमको बाहर से लाना पड़ता है। तो हम लोग वर्ल्ड में से जितना ये बेस्ट है वो अगर दबाकर, अगर कंटेनर में लाकर अगर यहाँ आता है तो हमारे पोर्ट एरिया में इसके इंडस्ट्रियल क्लस्टर्स तैयार हो सकते हैं। एक तरफ स्क्रैपिंग होगा, दूसरी तरफ एल्यूमिनियम, कॉपर और इसको रिसाइकलिंग करके इसके पार्ट्स बनाने वाले, कंपोनेंट्स बनाने वाले होंगे, तो नेचुरली कॉस्टिंग कम होगी। तो वर्ल्ड में से ये मटेरियल 33% इन्होंने बताया, मेरे अंदाज से ये 50% रॉ मटेरियल कॉस्ट कम करेगा। और जब इसकी कैपिटल कॉस्ट इंडियन मशीनरी जब यूज होगी तो और कम होगी, रोजगार भी निर्माण होगा और इसका फायदा भी होगा। जैसे अभी टायर है, तो हमारे देश में टायर, वेस्ट टायर को इंपोर्ट करने के लिए बंदी थी। फिर मैंने मिनिस्ट्री को लिखा, अब ये जो वेस्ट टायर में से जो रबर निकलता है वो रबराइज बिटुमिन रोड के लिए यूज होता है और उसमें जो वायर निकलती है स्टील की, उसका फाइबर तैयार करने का कारखाना बड़ौदा में हुआ है। आपको पता होगा कि ये मेट्रो बन रही है, हमारे ब्रिज बनते हैं, तो दो पियर के बीच का डिस्टेंस हिंदुस्तान में 30 मीटर से ज्यादा नहीं होता है। और अब मलेशिया से हमने एक टेक्नोलॉजी लाई है, तो सिंगापुर में मैंने यहाँ से इंजीनियरिंग टीम भेजी थी हमारे डीजी के साथ, और अब वो स्टील फाइबर जो है वो बीच वाले इसमें अगर डाल दिया तो ये दो पियर के बीच में 3 पियर गैप कर देंगे, 120 मीटर तक हमको जरूरत नहीं है। 2 पियर में डिस्टेंस 120 मीटर होगा, तो हमारी ब्रिजेस की कॉस्ट 40% तक कम होगी, मेट्रो की कॉस्ट जो है वो 30-40% कम होगी। तो मेरा सुझाव यही है कि ये पूरा विन-विन सिचुएशन है और सब सेक्टर में इसका फायदा है और हर चीज का रिसाइकल। अभी उन्होंने मुझे बताया कि ऑयल भी जो निकलता है वो भी नीचे में प्लास्टिक पेपर डाल के वो भी यूज कर रहे हैं, वो भी बचा रहे हैं। तो इकोलॉजी एंड एनवायरनमेंट के लिए जो अनऑथराइज जिस प्रकार से बैठकर भंगार करके तोड़ते हैं, वो उससे पूरा वैल्यू एडिशन भी नहीं होता, उनका भी नुकसान है। तो मैं उन लोगों को अपील करूंगा कि वो एमएसएमई में आए, नया यूनिट डालें और सिस्टमेटिक रोड से 2 पैसे ज्यादा कमाए, लोगों को रोजगार दे, देश का इंपोर्ट भी कम करे और एक्सपोर्ट में हमारी कॉस्ट कम हो जाएगी। अगर ये 50% रॉ मटेरियल कॉस्ट कम होगी तो हम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉस्ट कम होगी, तो इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में हम और कॉम्पिटिटिव बनेंगे। गवर्नमेंट को, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को जीएसटी के रूप में इनकम होगा और 15 गाड़ियां नहीं जितना पोल्यूशन करती है, जैसे आज की 15 नई ट्रक जितना पोल्यूशन करती है, उतना 15 साल पुराना ट्रक भी पोल्यूशन करता है। और पोल्यूशन के कारण आप दिल्ली में आप लोग कितने परिणाम भुगत रहे हैं। तो इसलिए ये विन-विन सिचुएशन फॉर ऑल द स्टेक होल्डर्स है। तो इसको इंकरेज करने के लिए आप लोग भी लोगों तक ये बात पहुंचाइए, इसका फायदा होगा। और आत्मनिर्भर भारत जो प्रधानमंत्री जी का सपना है कि इंपोर्ट को कम करना, एक्सपोर्ट को बढ़ाना, नए रोजगार को निर्माण करना और इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ को ले आना, तो ये 7.5 लाख करोड़ की इंडस्ट्री को 15 लाख करोड़ करेंगे। और आज भी हमारी 2 व्हीलर इंडस्ट्री 50% प्रोडक्शन एक्सपोर्ट कर रही है। पूरे अफ्रीकन मार्केट में हमारी सभी मारुति सुजुकी भी काफी बड़े प्रमाण पर एक्सपोर्ट कर रही है। तो मेरा आपको यही कहना है कि हम इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में इस पॉलिसी के कारण और ये जैसे कॉस्ट कम होगी तो कॉम्पिटिटिवनेस बढ़ेगा और इंडिया ये नंबर 1 ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री की मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का हब बनेगा। ये हमारा सपना है, निश्चित रूप से पूरा।
This is a policy, the scrapping policy has been very dear to you. You've been pushing it since 2014. But in terms of making it more attractive for a customer to scrap his old polluting vehicle, your ministry has already waived off registration charges in return for a scrapping certificate. For further discounting, you have advised state governments to give a rebate on road tax. What is your expectation, sir, from state governments in order to make it more attractive for a customer and also from OEMs in terms of discounting?
पहला OEM को मैंने रिक्वेस्ट किया है, मैंडेटरी नहीं है, ये स्क्रैपिंग पॉलिसी से 12%, 13%, 15% जो सेल बढ़ेगा, इसका बेनिफिट ओईएम को भी मिलने वाला है। मैंने उनको कहा कि जो पुरानी गाड़ी को स्क्रैप करेगा वो सर्टिफिकेट लेके आएगा तो मिनिमम 1 लाख से 1.5 लाख रुपए आप उसको बेनिफिट दो, इससे आपका भी सेल बढ़ रहा है। फिर स्टेट और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का जीएसटी नए गाड़ियों के कारण बढ़ रहा है, तो उन्होंने भी कुछ इंसेंटिव देना चाहिए। कुछ मेरे लेवल पर जो थे वो निर्णय मैंने किए हैं। अब फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री के साथ फिर से एक बार बैठने वाले हैं, इसको और फैसिलिटी करेंगे तो देश का पोल्यूशन कम होगा। जो प्रधानमंत्री का टारगेट है 2070 का, वो पूरा करने के लिए हमको पोल्यूशन कम करने के लिए इसको और कुछ कंसेशन दे सकते हैं क्या, कुछ हमने प्लान किया है, वो आपको एकदम मैं बता नहीं पाऊंगा। पर मैं फिर से फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर को रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट और जीएसटी काउंसिल में बैठकर इसके बारे में और कुछ इंसेंटिव अगर मिल सकते हैं तो उनको रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, निर्णय उनके हाथ में है।
So
हाँ, तो निश्चित रूप से कोशिश करेंगे।
On your right side.
We have an opportunity for a few minutes.
Since he represents the industry,
Short
since he represents the industry, what is the view of the industry, Ayubawa-san, in terms of giving benefits to consumers who come with a scrappage certificate? Since you are CM president, on discounts.
आपका जो पत्रकारिता का कौशल्य जो है, देखिए इंडिपेंडेंट बैंक, उनका वो सीएम के अध्यक्ष है, ये प्रश्न उनको पूछकर इम्प्रोसिंग मत करिए, बाद में बात करेंगे।
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was about all given the time pressure. We'll seek more opportunities with the Honorable Minister. And may I now thank the Honorable Minister and Ambassador, His Excellency Mr. Suzuki, for gracing the occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly be seated while our chief guest depart. Thank you.
कर दूं